Hello friends, today we want to check packet tracer 5214 configuring SSH. In this assignment, we have three objectives here. Objectives are secure passwords, encrypt communication, and verify SSH implementation. In part 1 and part A, using the command prompt on PC1 telnet to S1. We should make telnet to S1. The user exec and privilege exec password is Cisco. You should go to PC1 here, and under command prompt, you can write here telnet 10 10 10 2. This is the IP address for S1, and from PC1 we can make telnet to S1 because before that it was activated by Cisco. You can see password is here, Cisco, and enable mode, and also Cisco is password for privilege mode. Save the current configuration so that any mistake you might make can be reset by toggling the power for S1. For save the current configuration, you should write here copy RSD, or maybe this one. It's same. Show the current configuration and note that the passwords are in plain text. You should write show run or show running config, same, and you can see password is Cisco, and you can see password because it's plain text and it was not encrypted. Enter the command that encrypts plain text password. Yes, you can see here. Yes, and after that we should go to conft and encrypt password, and yes, service password encryption, and no, again you can see should do show run again, and you can see password was encrypted. Yes, it's the miracle of this command. Okay, now next stop, the next part. Set the IP domain name and generate secure keys. It's generally not too safe to use telnet. Okay, because there is no username, only password. Because data is transferred in plain text. It's another problem. Therefore, use SSH whenever it is available. Configure the domain name to be netacat.pca. First, we should copy and save our information, and after that, write IP domain name, and it should be netacat.pca. Yes, it's a step by step to generate and make a SSH connection, remote connection. Secure keys are needed to encrypt the data. Generate the RSA keys using 1024 key lengths. The more and the safer about this key. It should be here. Command is please encrypt information and communication by using this key. Optional and by default is 512 12, but it's better and it's offer. We should do that. Yes, and I have said the more and is the safer and is better. Yes, and step 2, create a SSH user and reconfigure the VTY lines for SSH only access. Create an administrator user with Cisco as the password. Okay. Username, administrator, administrator, and password. Excuse me, this is secret. Yes, secret. Cisco. Yes. And configure the VTV lines to check the local username database for login credential and to only allow SSH for remote access. Remove the existing VTY line password. Okay. We should go to line VTY 015 and write login locale. It means you should use this username and password here. Yes. And it's the purpose of write login locale. And transport input SSH. This command activate SSH and enable SSH and remove telnet automatic. And you should write also no password Cisco. No password Cisco, it means we want to remove password for telnet. And we remove telnet. Do WR to copy and save our information and our setting and our configuration. Verify SSH implementation, exit the telnet session, and attempt to log back in using telnet. Okay. The attempt should fail. Okay, we should write here exit and you can see we coming back to PC1. We are not in S1. No, we can write again telnet and you can see connection to this IP address switch interface closed by foreign host. This is the IP address of VLAN interface. We should write attempt to log in using SSH. Okay, we should write here SSH. Yes, and after that, this is L minus L or dash L and username, administrator that we have set here, username. Yes, it was there. Administrator. And also this is target and Cisco. What was Cisco? What was our password here? Cisco. This is SSH. L. Also administrator. We should copy here. and 10, 10, 10, 2. Cisco, yes, now works. Because I have any mistake, I have made any mistake, administrator, yes, it's okay. And now enable and Cisco again, and you can see show run. Okay. Open successful login, enter privileged access mode, and save the configuration. If you were unable to successfully access S1, toggle the power and begin again in part 1. Okay, we don't have any problem here, and you can see line with one login locale and transport input SSH was activated, and also for 5 to 15 and something like that, and copy RST, and it works for you. Thank you so much, and please subscribe me and support me.